The $400 million inventory gamble. ASML just raised its 2026 revenue guidance to 45 billion euros, but that number hides the fact that Intel is currently the only logic foundry shipping high-volume products on the new High-NA EUV platform. While Intel uses the EXE 5200 to pattern specific layers for its Panther Lake processors, the rest of the industry is effectively on strike. This creates a massive internal imbalance where ASML is spending 1.3 billion a quarter on R&D for a machine that its largest customer, TSMC, says is too expensive to use until 2029. The market is cheering the top-line beat, but the actual adoption curve for 2-nanometer logic looks dangerously lopsided. And the reason TSMC is refusing to buy into the hype makes the 2-nanometer transition even riskier. TSMC's strategic boycott of the 2-nanometers node. TSMC's decision to stick with low-NA double patterning for its initial 2-nanometer ramp has turned ASML's most advanced tool into a niche luxury item. By engineering around the need for high-NA, TSMC is proving that the productivity gains of the $400 million system do not yet outweigh the capital intensity. This leaves ASML holding the bag on a specialized production line that only has one major logic customer with significant volume. If Intel's 18A process fails to capture meaningful market share, ASML will be left with a multi-billion-dollar platform that has no high-volume home. This inventory glut is forcing a shift in how ASML handles its older, more profitable equipment. Memory makers subsidizing the margin. The only reason ASML is maintaining a 54% gross margin in 2026 is a 75% explosion in the memory segment, not advanced logic. High-bandwidth memory for AI workloads has forced makers like SK Hynix into a panic-buying cycle for standard EUV tools to keep up with DDR5 and HBM4 demand. This surge in sales for older depreciated system designs is essentially funding the R&D for the high-NA machines that are currently sitting idle. ASML is functioning as a memory equipment company disguised as a logic pioneer, relying on the desperation of DRAM manufacturers to mask the stalling adoption at the leading edge. But relying on maintenance fees for legacy machines creates a fundamental conflict with the 2-nanometer rollout. The signal under the noise. ASML's Q2 2026 results confirm that the company has finally outpaced the capital constraints of its own customer base, creating a pricing ceiling that even a monopoly cannot easily break. By building a machine so expensive that the world's most efficient foundry refuses to buy it, ASML has transformed from a growth-at-all-costs hardware play into a cyclical capital intensity play, where they are at the mercy of their customers' P&L. The surge in memory revenue and the Intel Panther Lake milestone are temporary cushions, but they do not solve the long-term problem of the high-NA price tag. For investors, this means the 2-nanometer era will be defined by margin compression and slower replacement cycles rather than the rapid scaling of the previous decade. The key indicator to watch is the 2027 low-NA capacity utilization, which will reveal if the industry is truly ready to scale, or if ASML is overbuilding for a demand cycle that has already peaked. Subscribe for more.